You guys, everyone is wondering what the hell is going on with Bitcoin. What is going on with Ethereum? What is going on with all of our favorite cryptocurrencies? In this video, we are going to be breaking down with precise accuracy the reasons why this is happening. But do not fear, do not sell all of your positions, because I have some great news also at the end of the video. So make sure you guys stay until the end of the video, because I have some very, very important news to share with you all. Now, other than the information that I'm presenting in the video of why our cryptocurrencies have been falling drastically, tell me in the comments below, why do you think Bitcoin, why do you think Ethereum and all the other altcoins are falling? Why have they fallen off from such all-time highs? Let us know in the comments below and let's discuss it. If you guys are new, my name is Miles with Miles G Investments, and I have over 12 years of investment and trading experience. But you guys need to make sure to subscribe, because you do not want to miss any content that I put out. Make sure you hit that notification bell, because I put out video that is time sensitive and I call out big plays in the crypto world and stocks before they happen in my videos and in my Patreon. So make sure you guys check out the links for my Patreon and join the Discord. It's free. We have over 400 members. You can come talk to me personally and I will answer all of your questions. Also, with my Patreon, I'm offering 1-hour lessons. If you want to learn how to chart like me, if you want to learn how to chart like a pro, if you want to learn investment, everything you need to know about investing and trading, make sure you check that out. All right, guys, so Bitcoin has been dumping, has been falling since nearly $60,000. And not only Bitcoin, but we have Ethereum. We have some of our other favorite altcoins. They have all seen a big correction. However, this correction does not mean it's over with for cryptos, does not mean it's over with for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin and Ethereum and all of our favorite cryptocurrencies are going to be going back up very soon. And this is the time to buy into discounts, because we are seeing big institutional investors buying Bitcoin at $51,000. Michael Saylor buying Bitcoin at $51,000. We have other institutions that are jumping in, that jumped in at $55,000. We have institutions and big investors jumping in at $50,000 and $45,000. I want to follow the big money. I don't know about you. Do you want to follow the big money? Let me know in the comments below. Or do you want to listen to other people who are speculative, who do not know anything about cryptocurrencies, crypto assets, and Bitcoin, and let them pull you away from massive riches? I don't know about you, but I don't. I want to follow the big money, because the big money is the smart money. And they had billions of dollars, and they have billions of dollars for a reason. They know money, some of them at least. But I personally believe Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, all of our favorite cryptocurrencies are going to be going back up soon, especially in the month of March. Historically, March has been a very good month for cryptocurrencies, and I believe in this bull run that we are going to see some massive gains in the relative short term. So I would be buying Bitcoin. I would be buying cryptocurrencies at these levels, because they're in a discount, and including the stocks, including the stock market. A lot of stocks are on discount right now. But what we are going to be seeing, if they pass the stimulus very soon, which is very likely to happen, we're going to see a massive surge in cryptocurrencies and the entire stock market. Okay, so the reason why, there's one key level, one reason why Bitcoin, Ethereum has all been dumping. Mainly is because a lot of people have been taking profits, and some of these people are known to us as investors that these people have been notorious to continue to dump Bitcoin on big spikes at all-time highs. And this is the F2 mining pool out of China. A bunch of miners had pooled together and they sell their Bitcoin, timing it perfectly and also shorting it. It is true that they are shorting Bitcoin when after they are selling it, which they're making more and more money, but they are trying to keep Bitcoin at cheap prices so that they can accumulate, so that when it gets to the top again, that they can continue to sell off. We're going to be looking at this chart right now. And this chart shows the outflows of the F2 mining pool in China, and it's showing even today they've dumped millions and millions of dollars of Bitcoin, and they're continuing to do so. But what we have seen lately in the news is that a lot of mining companies are now in accumulation stage. They are not into the dumping stage like F2 mining pools, but they are in an accumulation stage, which is very bullish for Bitcoin, which shows that a lot of people, not only miners, are accumulating Bitcoin, and that Bitcoin on the exchanges is becoming removed, which makes Bitcoin more rare, which financially and economically speaking, gives us the understanding of supply and demand. Yes, supply and demand continues to rise and rise very, very sharply. And this is why a lot of analysts, this is why a lot of big financial money, big people in the finance world have projected Bitcoin to hit 300 to 400,000 by the end of this year. And these same people were predicting Bitcoin to hit 20 to 30 to 40K last year when Bitcoin was about $4,000. So these people have been right, and they're continuing to be right, and they're continuing to be proven right each and every day about cryptocurrencies because they're very accurate with their predictions of Bitcoin. And I personally don't believe that their predictions are going to be stopping anytime soon. But we are going to be taking a look at this chart right now. And we see these red lines, and that is the outflows of a certain mining pool into the exchanges. Additionally, we are seeing the price of Bitcoin with this quaint line that might be difficult for you to see. But today, in March 2nd, but even at March 1st, we've seen an outflow of 7,000 Bitcoins. We saw an outflow February 27th, 8,000 Bitcoins, and the preceding days, 3,000, another 3,000, and a massive outflow, guys. When Bitcoin has nearly hit 58,000, we saw a massive outflow of 14,000 Bitcoins from a single address. And now these Bitcoins are continually being dropped and being dumped when Bitcoin hits all-time highs. But look, after the massive dip, we saw a massive dump, and what they're doing is they're trying to get the price down. But we are holding on. Bitcoin is a very limited asset and commodity which people are hodling. Bitcoin is being hodled by people around the world, and that is why it's becoming so expensive, because it's becoming very difficult to obtain. If we look at this other piece of news, it will just confirm what I'm saying with accuracy. Look, it says more institutional investors jumping into Bitcoin leaves less to go around, data shows. 4 million, that's roughly how much Bitcoin is circulating freely right now. Blockchain data shows. The number has been getting a little smaller with each passing month over the last year. And the assessments of Glassnode and analysts, and we further go on to read, it says it's the assessment of Glassnode, an analysis firm that tracks blockchain data. The pattern suggests that the ever-decreasing supply of Bitcoin available to buy and sell might lead to a price surge as more institutional investors embrace the largest cryptocurrency as an investment and an asset. We are seeing companies like Twitter, we are seeing companies like Square, and companies like Tesla all around the world accumulating Bitcoin and putting it onto their balance sheet. And they are doing this because they are not only able to profit through their business ventures, but they are able to profit by having assets that can accumulate wealth, by having assets that can grow year over year substantially and very fast, versus holding most of their assets in fiat currency, which depreciates 15% a year. Companies are going to start adding to their bankroll, to their balance sheets, Bitcoin, which is going to allow them to grow fast, which is going to allow them to make more profits, and which can help certainly their quarterly earning reports. But what's interesting about this is not only going to benefit those companies, but other companies are going to see this, and there's going to be a massive chain reaction of companies buying Bitcoin and putting it onto their balance sheet. We can even take a further look of the chart that this news article shows, and it's showing that this blue right here from last year, this blue right here shows July 16th, and this was the liquidity supply of Bitcoin on the exchanges. And look at this, look how much liquidity there is. But if we look at a chart, we are seeing this liquidity drop even further, and it's becoming so scarce that you can barely even see the blue. But this red is the decreasing supply, and we are seeing this red massively increase, and it's only going to increase, and this blue is going to be basically impossible to see on a chart because it will be non-existent in the future. And that is how Bitcoin can become millions of dollars. That is how Bitcoin and Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies can continue to grow because of their limited supply of coins and their greater usage. This is going to bring Dogecoin up. This is going to bring Cardano up. When Bitcoin goes up, all of the other cryptocurrencies go up. But it is good to see the leader of cryptocurrency being trusted more and more and being purchased and becoming more rare. This is going to help out every single other cryptocurrency. But if we go ahead and take out the chart, a technical chart, and we compare the bull run last time in January, when we seen the bull run all the way from around, what was it? When we hit $42,000 and we came down and we retraced a little bit. If we compare the fib channels to that run and to this run, what we can see is that the recovery is much faster. Look at guys, this was the recovery just a few days ago. Remember when we fell all the way down? We fell all the way down here and we saw a triple bottom, but we've only reached this level once. And we since then bounced up into this channel and we are headed with Bitcoin, we are headed to the next fib channel, which is very bullish. So we are seeing right here a very strong V-shaped recovery. And I personally believe that this retracement is going to be a lot faster than last retracement of January, where we consolidated for quite some time. But guys, if we take a further look at the chart, we are seeing a descending triangle pattern. And I believe that this pattern for us is bullish in the time, especially with a strong recovery, a triple bottom. But I believe within the relative short term that we're going to continue to trend upon this line and that we are going to be breaking out of this pattern in the relative short term. That by Friday, maybe this weekend, we're going to come up and break out of $50,000, which I believe could be happening within the next couple of hours, which I believe could be happening tonight, especially with more people accumulating Bitcoin because we are pumping right now. But I believe that we are going to come up and test $52,000. That is another key level of support after $50,000. If we can break this level of resistance, guys, that will be very bullish. And then we have several levels of resistance that we must surpass on the way up. But we need to be looking at the relative short term of whether we can break out of this descending triangle pattern, which I believe is very possible, and that we can do so within the next couple of hours. But I believe by the end of the week, possibly Friday, which are generally big pumping days for Bitcoin, by the end of the week, especially what happens with stimulus, especially what happens in the stock market, if we can continue on a good recovery, I believe that we can come and break some of these levels of resistance. But I personally believe that March is going to be a huge month for Bitcoin and that we will certainly come up to test all-time highs this month. And if we can break all-time highs, who knows where we can go, because we could see a massive surge to 70, to 80, to 90, to possibly $100,000 this very month. If Bitcoin is projected to hit $300,000 to $400,000, I could certainly see March being one of those months that we could certainly get up to a certain point, which can allow us to consolidate for some time in higher ranges like $70,000 to $80,000. But I believe it is very possible, especially with the outflows of crypto of the exchanges into cold wallets, with Bitcoin becoming more scarce, with certain economical conditions, that Bitcoin could certainly hit $100,000 by the end of this month. However, that is a very long shot, but I personally believe that it is possible. It doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we must also consider possibilities, and I believe that that is a strong possibility if we can recover strongly and if we can break out of these levels. Now, if you guys like today's video, please hit that like button and subscribe, and check out the Patreon. Check out the Discord. We have over 400 members. If you're interested in classes to learn how to trade, to learn how to invest, that is included in my Patreon, and you will see some of those services listed in the Discord. Now, if you guys would do me a favor and share this video with some of your friends, help to blow it up, blow the comments section up, and let's talk, and I will see you guys tomorrow.